Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Tara's Crafting and More. Today I'm going to do a flip through of my hardcovered junk journal from the Dear Julie Scrap All About It July Just Junk Challenge. We are required to use one discarded magazine, one discarded book, one discarded piece of clothing, one discarded linen item, which includes a pillowcase, which is what I used, one broken or discarded piece of jewelry, one discarded gift bag or box, one calendar, one roll of wrapping paper, one napkin, 3 fabric scraps under 18 by 18, and 8 pieces of metal, which includes washers, bulb pins, hitch posts, hair ties, wire, eyelets, and unlimited book pages from books that I've already gutted, and unlimited envelopes. I may also use 8 additional miscellaneous papers other than scrapbook or cardstock, which include ledger, graft, map, or lined paper. I have an added bonus where I can use 5 miscellaneous items, which include tools, paper, book, calendar, etc. In this, I have to complete these elements, which is 1 envelope with insert from a calendar, 1 privacy envelope item, 3 items using a napkin, 3 items using the magazine, 3 items using envelopes, 3 items using book pages, 3 items using garment or linen, 3 items using gift bag or box, 3 items using stencil, 3 items using stamp, 3 items using the jewelry, along with the 8 pieces and the wrapping paper. The 8 pieces of jewelry and the wrapping paper. So here's my front cover. I used part of the garment for the belly band. And here's my first item. I used these little punched outs from the privacy envelope to label a letter and a number to identify what elements I've used, so it'd make it easier on me to explain what I've done. So the first element is K, which is jewelry, the discarded jewelry item, and I used a pair of earrings with a bunch of little gems on it, these little charms. So there's the charms. I disassembled some of them, left a couple there, poked it through. My cover is a hardcover, and I used my gift bag for the cover, and this slides off. My metal pieces I used on the outside of my book. I used 4 grommets, 1, 2, 3, 4 for my binding, along with a bulb pin and 3 pieces of metal, which are casings from bullets. One is a 22, one is a 58, I think Magnum, I'm not 100% sure, and this one is from my husband's deer rifle. The pieces on here are from my garment, the lining and the hoodie there, and then I used a piece from the round thing from the water bottle, that's the plastic that locks the lid in place, and there is that earring, and that's what I've attached my tassel with. That's what the earring looked like before I took off a bunch of these and added it throughout the book. So that's the front, the side, and the back of the cover. Okay, let's dive in. This is a piece of paper from a fireworks stand that I assisted at on one day with our Renaissance group, and this was the paper lining for a fireworks box, so that it smells like gunpowder. So with this being a hunting book, it was appropriate. This is my my envelope made from a calendar and junk mail. This is a catalog from a cigar company, along with some of the onion bag. And there's my insert. I used a paint chip strip. Used the calendar, which is July. I put in here because that's my husband's birthday. And I used junk mail on there as well. And that slides in there, tucks into this front pocket, just like that. This is a scrap of the 18 by 18 fabric that I chose. It is a paper clip, and I just attached a piece of a cereal box on there, and I cut out the shape of a bear rug. Added a dad joke because my husband likes dad jokes. What's the best way to watch a fly fishing tournament? Live stream. Added some washi tape words there. This is a double tuck envelope. I used the linen, which was the pillowcase. I cut out a piece of the fabric for these pieces here. Attached my envelope and made a double tuck. This is a envelope. I attached some of my napkin that I chose. It's a journaling card. Used part of the Hunting and Fishing Wildlife magazine and use that to cover up that journaling spot. And then this slides in the hole there to seal it. And I slid that in that spot there. These are pockets. My husband requested this journal and requested lots of tuck spots so he could put pictures or memorabilia from his hunts and things. So that's what I did. I did not fill the pockets. This is H is the gift bag. And so this was the tag on the gift bag. I added some of the garment and some of the discarded jewelry pieces on there. Added a journaling spot and washi tape. This is privacy envelope. Strip off the privacy envelope that I used later on in the book, and I stamped it, added some of the napkin. Magazine. This is D, which is item using the magazine, which is the Hunting and Fishing magazine. There's part of my calendar, some washi tape, and a napkin along with the onion bag. And I made a little pocket right there. Next I have an envelope corner tuck. It's a little coin envelope I stenciled on there. Stamped on some of that paint chip strip. Added the garment onto here. Added a piece of washi tape on the back. This is G1, which is using the garment or linen. I took the garment and I cut out the little clothes and the lining. I made this little blaze orange cap, and it's a journaling card on my stencil page, which is I for my stenciled page, my stenciled item. I stenciled this tree pattern on there and used a packaging and taped it and then sewed it to reinforce onto the page. More stenciling, fussy cut images from the pillowcase. This is my privacy envelope. B, privacy envelope, one item. I added these book pages flags that I stamped onto. There's some more of that firecracker paper. There's the back inside of my privacy envelope. Napkin, there's the window, there's some more of the pillowcase, and then my tag slides out. There's the lining from the garment. These are privacy envelopes as well, and I camouflaged with my inks on there. Added another joke there, the dad joke, and that slides into that privacy envelope just like that. This page has wrapping paper on there, along with a flyer from our local grocery store. Because they were grilling steak, I thought it was appropriate to put steak. Plus, my husband is a meat cutter. He's a master butcher. So I thought this was kind of appropriate. This is H for the gift bag. This was the back side of the gift bag. Some more of that. This is butcher paper, 20 years old butcher paper. So this is my pages, and I used a strip to make this belly band and stamped on, added a journaling card in there. This is F for my book page, and it is a tuck spot belly band, but it is a flip up with lined journaling space and a flip down. There's an image from that pillowcase, a ruffle from the napkin, and my husband said the jewelry looked like deer droppings, so he said he had to have deer droppings on the page. I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but it is a guy's notebook, a guy's journal, so my husband requested it. Here's some stamping and another fussy cut image from the pillowcase. Corners from the gift bag. This is an envelope. The envelope has journaling stamps with journaling on a book page with a pocket there to store stuff. Here is my stamped collage page. My stamped item, I put a layer of the white napkin down, and then I stamped all these images related to hunting and fishing. You have to measure your fish to make sure they're in the right sizing. So I stamped, that's one of my items. K3 is the jewelry, so there's my third piece of jewelry. I made an altered paper clip with them with some of the trim from the lined garment, along with napkin. I used a cereal box, put a book page under, stamped an image on it, laid the napkin over the top, stamped on the back, and added a word. So that is that. This is a package. I made it a window so he could put something in there to see it. I lined the garment lining on and made a strip here. This is from the magazine. I fussy cutted the state of Oklahoma because that's what state we're in with the districts for the zoning, and a deer image here, and that was using magazine. And this is a tuck spot here so he could tuck something in there. The next page I have a pocket with a coin envelope made from the wrapping paper. Another dad joke. It says, I'm good at sleeping. I can do it with my eyes closed. I love that you can kind of see the images through the butcher paper. There's the second part of the page with my napkin and stamping collage. This is I2, which is my stenciling. So I stenciled the bear there. Another dad joke. An envelope that I made so he can put stuff in or journal in it with stamped image there. In a napkin tuck with journaling spot there. blank page so he can add or add newspaper clippings or the regulations or his fishing license right there. This is a book page that I stamped and turned it into a faux ticket, and that is J for item using stamping, along with G2, which is for my garment or linens. This is the garment. I made it look like a feather with a stamped image on the fireworks paper, and it is a little list journal in there. And it's a side belly band. There's the wrapping paper. I made it look like a ruffle with a stamped image. Gift bag, top tuck with some garment there. A journaling tag. I used the garment, the linen, book page, and trash scraps for that. Oops, sorry about the bump. Here's I, which is my other stenciled page. I used stenciled on here and over here on this side with a pocket and this large tag I got from a flashlight. Used the calendar, some scraps, board washi, a book page with stenciling with ink camo on the back, and tied it with some of that garment as well. This page is D for the magazine. Here's an image from the hunting magazine. It's quail, and I used the white part of the napkin as a ruffle. I glued it onto a book page, and that's just an image. It's glued down. Another stamped image on this page, and you can journal on there. This is the wrapping paper and a fussy cutted image from the magazine. This is my unlimited envelopes. E for envelopes. I used 3 different envelopes on the butcher paper. I used my ink and I stenciled around to make my little template, and then I stenciled on here, and there's a tuck spot here and a tuck spot here. There's also a tuck spot here, along with the envelopes opening, and this one folding down. So he can add lots of stuff that he wants. Next page is a blank page for him to do whatever he wants with the stamped image. Giant pocket with a trash tag stapled with, it says wildlife from the pillowcase, with a piece of the linen trim from the garment. Writing spot on the back. Used washi tape here and a stamp there. This page I used an image from, a couple images from the magazine, the hunting magazine, stamped on it, added a piece of the garment journaling space. This is a garment. From the garment I made a envelope, and you just undo it here. If I can get it undone. And it's an envelope that I sewed onto a book page. That is privacy envelope that I made a button out of. And I sewed around the edge with the decorative strip. This page is part of the privacy envelope. It's a flip out. And I used some of the athletic tape to attach it to the border. Here is part of the envelope. I folded it over. Added some of the garment lining. This is part of the book pages. This is one of the 3. It is a journaling flip-flop. Some more stenciling and stamping. Another pocket made from the butcher paper. It's an envelope flip down. Made another coin envelope that flips up using a privacy envelope punch out for the closure. Piece of the image from the hunting magazine, and I accidentally glued it upside down. My husband thought that was funny. Here's the wrapping paper with a tag. I made it into a pocket for a journaling tag. Stamped image, book page, the garment, lining, corner tuck stamp, another dad joke, a double tuck bank envelope for him to add a couple different things to, and a journaling tag. This is F3 for the book page. This is a book page pocket. I stamped some images on there, used the washi tape words. Here's another of the deer images from that garment, the pillowcase. There's his little deer droppings right there, which is from the jewelry. I stamped good times in there. And this is the firecracker paper with a notebook. That's one of my items that I chose, and an image from the magazine. And I made a fabric flip with that piece. Another piece of the paper to make a belly band with a tag and some washi tape. I stamped on it. Another pocket, envelope pocket with the tuck, stamped image there. Corner tuck from the butcher paper with the tag for journaling. Blank spot for him to journal or add whatever he would like to it, pictures or whatever, with the stamped image. This is another of the this is a second full page of the napkin covered paper with my stamped images on it. They're slightly different, but they have the same themes. They're just slightly different. This is based off the mini challenge, but I had made it before the mini challenge came out, so I thought that was ironic, with the mini challenge being a three envelope little flip out little book here, using at least 3 envelopes and decorating it, and using the stuff from my junk that I used for my journal. So I had already done this before the challenge hit, and I did a 5 envelope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have the envelopes for the pockets, and on the back side I have double tucks. So he has plenty of tuck spots. There's the second half of that second page of stamped images on the napkin. And each of the envelopes have a washi word on there, or a saying. So here's a cigar band from one of his cigars I added to the book. This is C3, which is part of the napkin. There's my napkin. I used it as a background on a piece of the book page, and an image from the magazine, a book page flag with a discarded ticket from a raffle, a pocket made from the butcher paper with another dad joke in there. I like that the butcher paper is see-through and you can see what's in there as well. Blank page for him to add whatever. Another corner tuck pocket with a journaling card. Excuse me. Some stamped and stenciled image. Actually, that's a stamp. That's a stamp. Here's another of the gift bag. It's a flip with some washi tape. Piece from discarded misprint on the calendar. And gift bag flips around and is a tuck with a book page and stamping for place to journal. Packaging envelope that seals down on itself. This is a map from the magazine that is a coin envelope, and that's a journaling card in there. There's a top tuck from the coin envelope, stenciling the stamping. This is a book page pocket with a book page tag that I had done some sewing on. Added part of the gift bag. It's a flip up with journaling spot, stamp, and the napkin. Here's a belly band made with the gift bag with some of another bear rug from the material, the garment, some washi tape. The tag is from the service center where I got my car serviced. Thought it was neat, and I just added it in here because you get a 50-50 chance when you go hunting. You either get something or you don't. That's your 50-50. And then here's a book page, fussy cutted image from the pillowcase, the calendar. There's another piece from the pillowcase, and it's a journaling card in a pocket. And this is a double pocket, so it's got a long pocket up here. This is a book page with some of the wrapping paper, and it is an envelope. Another dad joke tucked in there, and a pocket here on the back cover as well. And this is an envelope that I made with the butcher paper. So he's got all kinds of, with a stamped image right there. That is the flip through of the July Just Junk Journal Challenge, and I hope you like it. See you later. Have a great day.